if you wake up in the day with, today's gonna be fucking shitty, I fucking hate today, where do you think you're gonna go? What do you think your day is gonna look like? Exactly that, because that's the button in the elevator that you pressed. And action. Thank you so much for reporting to duty for the Pretty Princess Command Center episode 41, aka a Princess Diary Entries episode, which are arguably some of the best episodes because they're so much fun. I feel like we get to spill the tea, we get to gossip a little bit. Do I have a bevy of the episode? No, I actually don't. It's water because I have had not one, not two, but 3 slutty little lattes today. Oh baby. To be fair, I looked it up and because it was 3:30, right? And I was like, okay, like if I want to go to bed at 11 tonight, what's my cap? Like, when should I not have a double shot latte? And it was like, oh, latest is 5 o'clock. And I was like, oh, we are golden. So I had 3. Ha ha ha. To be fair, I did wake up early today. I woke up at 5:30. I'm not trying to get back on the 5 a.m. wave, but I'm liking the 5:30 wave. It's good for me. In the fall, I just love waking up early. I don't know why. Maybe it's because naturally, like, it feels better because the days are quote-unquote shorter. I love when the days get dark early. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan of the sun staying out till 9 o'clock, because what do you mean? What do you mean? How do you expect me to get anything done when the sun stays out till 9 o'clock? You can't. You simply can't. I'm pretty sure the diary is, like, locked and loaded this week, so let me pull it up on my phone. I wish we had an actual, like, little diary. Like, maybe we should just start sending letters to each other. Do you think that's a good idea? I do. I don't. It would be fun, but we don't, well, whatever. Okay, let's get into the diary. Also, I put on these little clip-on earrings, which, might I add, clip-on earrings really hurt. I don't know why people don't just let their people get their ears pierced. I think these probably hurt worse than getting anything pierced. Let's get into the diary. Oh, sorry. Before we open the diary up, I will say, as always, if you want to become an official Pretty Princess and join the Command Center, all you have to do is subscribe. And if you want to submit your very own entry into the Princess Diary, the link is always in my bio or the description of all of these episodes. It's a Google form link. Everything's always anonymous, so the more details you can give me, the better, because these are not just general advice. I mean, they can be applied, but these are supposed to be more, you know, direct to your situation. I'm gonna try to read slower because I notice, because I talk really fast, so I read really fast. And when I read really fast, I stumble over my words, especially because they're words that I have not written. So I'm gonna try to read these slower, okay? I got a DM yesterday, literally just some lady, you talk too fast. Okay, queen. The me part of me wanted to answer and be like, well, maybe you listen too slow. But I didn't. I just didn't answer. It just made me laugh. That's like literally all it was. I was like, okay. Like, you know what? I do talk fast. Anyway, Princess Diary entry number 1 says, honestly, lately I have just felt really lost and like I don't know where I want my life to go. I don't really have a career goal. I'm currently working a dead-end job that I barely make enough to eat most weeks. I know I want more in life, but I don't know how to get there. Okay, you are just not, you have nothing to like reach for right now, if that makes sense. Like, you just are so present in your current situation, in your current reality. And I believe it was episode 38 where one of the mindset shifts that we went over was stop aligning yourself with your current reality. If you want to move forward, you have to stop aligning yourself with your current reality. In that episode, the example that I gave was like how if I wanted to fit in with where I live, the town in which I live in a very small beachy town, right? Like, I don't know if any part of me gives small beachy town energy because it's just not me. If I aligned myself with my current reality, I would not be wearing my full glam. I would not be wearing my heels to the cute little local coffee shop. I would not be dressing up. Like, do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be vlogging out in public because that's not in alignment with this small little beach town that I live in. I'm not doing that because that's not what I want out of life. And I can't change where I live right now. I can't change my current situation and reality, but I don't have to adapt to it just because that's where I am. I don't have to dress like how everyone else dresses. And I'm not saying this to sound like a certain way. Like, I know some people might hear that and be like, oh, so you think you're better? I don't think I'm better than fucking anyone. Like, I don't play that game. I'm just saying, if I wanted to fit in here and I wanted to like match the vibe of here, I would wear cute little flip-flops, cut off denim shorts and like cute little surfer tees. That's just not me. It's not wrong. I'm not better than the people that do that. The people that do that are not better than me. It's literally just two different realities, right? But I don't want that. So I could conform. Yes, I could just do it because, well, that's just where I live right now and I just have to do it because that's where I live. Or I could be like, well, no, just because nobody else is doing what I'm going to do here, that doesn't mean that I can't do it. Just means I'm going to align myself with the reality in which I want to live. So that's what I'm going to do. And that's just such a small example, but honestly, those little tiny habits in your life, those are what you start doing. The things that you could start doing in your current reality that are aligned with what you want out of life, that's how you get what you want out of life. If you want to be, for example, let's say you want to be a top high-end fashion magazine editor and you want to live in New York City and you want to be working all the time, like you want to be like staying late at the office, like let's say like Devil Wears Prada vibes, like that's what you want, okay? You're not gonna get that by like just, oh, well, I rolled out of bed today and like I just clocked in, I guess, because like I guess I just have to, like it sucks and I hate it. You're not gonna get that because that's keeping your subconscious, like I know this all sounds like frilly, like, oh, believe in yourself and good things will happen. It's literally science. It's like actually science. The more you repeat the same behavior, the more you repeat the same habit, the more accustomed your brain is literally just, it just scans your reality to find what it agrees with. It's the same thing as start thinking about yellow cars and you're gonna see so many yellow cars on the road because you've primed your brain, you've like put the slide in your brain to be like, we're looking for yellow cars. Now that's what your brain's gonna find. So if you're constantly like, just like, oh, I'll just roll out of bed because this job doesn't fucking matter, like I fucking hate my life, like all this, that's what you're gonna find. You're never gonna get to where you wanna go because you wouldn't be talking like that if you had the life of your dreams. You wouldn't be talking like that if you were proud to be who you are. You wouldn't be talking like that if you were doing something that actually fulfilled you. You would not be talking like that. But the only way you're gonna be able to practice being this person, having this life, being someone you're proud to be, being in a job that you're happy to have, the only way you get to practice that experience is by doing what you can in your current reality, in your current situation, doing what you can to align yourself with that future reality. Even I do that at the little tanning salon job that I have, at like my little pink collar job. The days where I don't put any effort into my looks are literally the worst days I have there. And yes, it's an easy job. Like, it's not fucking hard, right? But even like any of my other like little part-time jobs, the days that I didn't put any effort in, I just said, this doesn't fucking matter. Like, I don't even care. This isn't what I want to do with my life. Like, all this. Those are the worst days that I've ever had. Not because customers acted different. Not because anything went wrong necessarily that day. Not because anything out of the norm. Just because of the energy I went into the day with. That's why it's so important. Put time and effort into yourself. It's gonna make you feel good. Therefore, when you feel good, you can do good. You can put good out. And when you put good out, you're operating on this frequency of good. Like, think of like life in these like levels of a hotel, right? So like if you press the elevator to go to floor 1, that's where you're gonna go. Well, I guess you probably already are on floor 1. If you press the elevator to go to floor 2, you're gonna go to floor 2. Floor 3, you're gonna go to floor 3. If you wake up in the day with, today's gonna be fucking shitty, I fucking hate today, where do you think you're gonna go? What do you think your day is gonna look like? Exactly that, because that's the button in the elevator that you pressed. If you wake up in the day saying, I'm gonna put effort and energy into myself because I deserve it, it's gonna make me feel good, it's gonna make me have a better day, where do you think you're gonna go? You're gonna feel good, you're gonna look good, you're gonna have a better day. When you have a better day, people are more receptive to that energy. You're gonna open doors. You're gonna open opportunities that you didn't know existed because you're operating at a level in which those opportunities can come meet you where you are. Like, you want more in life, get more in life. You want more. It's not like you don't have this drive. If you didn't have a drive for more, you wouldn't care. You wouldn't feel bad about the situation you're in. You can either sit and dwell in the situation you're in and say, well, I just fucking hate it, it just fucking sucks. Or you can go, you can move forward, you can get to where you wanna go. It takes the same amount of effort. It takes the same amount of emotional effort for you to sit here and be sad and dwell over a situation as it does for you to get up and go. I literally episode 40, last week's episode, that's all we talked about, okay? So if you haven't watched that episode, go watch that episode. And honestly, episode 39 to, well, 38, not to like plug myself here, but like we talked about that. If you want to feel some fucking fire under your ass, go watch those videos, okay? The only difference between you having more and wanting more is action. I don't care how sad you are. Well, I really want it, but I just can't do it. No, you want it. You can do it. You're choosing not to do it. You're choosing not to do it. That's what it comes down to. And sure, if you don't know how to do it, that's fine. But that's also on you. Figure out how to do it. Figure it out. There's infinite access to so much information. If you're able to write in a princess diary, if you're able to watch this video, you have every single resource you could possibly need to have at your fingertips. There are infinite ways to make money on the internet from home doing nothing. There are infinite ways to enjoy your days, to romanticize your days, even when you're in a town that you fucking hate, at a job that you fucking hate, in a relationship that you hate. Like, do you know what I mean? There are infinite possibilities if you let there be. But when you get into the elevator, aka start your day with everything fucking sucks, my life sucks, life is so unfair, everyone else has it better, this job fucking sucks, I don't make any money, I'm broke, I can't even afford to do this, that's where you're gonna go. And I'm not telling you like that your feelings are not valid. Of course your feelings are valid. It sucks. Like, life's hard. Life is not an easy game to play. Like for some people, yeah, it's fucking easy because the cards they got dealt were literally like, hey, everything will be taken care of for you in life, so all you have to do is just like sit here and enjoy. Some people got dealt that hand, other people didn't. Doesn't fucking matter, because if that's not the hand you got dealt, okay, what's the purpose of complaining that you didn't get dealt that hand, because it's not going to get you that hand of cards anyway. You know what I mean? Moving on. Entry. Oh, also, wait. Last Princess Diaries episode, there was a thunderstorm outside, and when I was editing it, that's why I uploaded late, because I was going to just scrap it completely and refilm it, because the thunder outside was so loud and my microphone was picking it up, which I kind of need to figure out the microphone situation. Again, I don't really know. We'll figure it all out, but anyway, entry number 2 says, let me take a breather. Entry number 2 says, I have been time blocking recently and waking up early and focusing on my routines. I have been very burnt out. I work 4 days a week, I commute to college 3 days, and I'm involved in 3 clubs. I live with my boyfriend, work out, and try to spend time with my family as much as possible. How can I best deal with burnout given my busy schedule? I feel like I never get everything done and I'm always exhausted. Do you have any advice? P.S. These videos are the main motivator for me. Thank you so much. Thank you for saying that. That's so sweet. That makes me so happy. You have no, like, that is my motivator. Because do you know how many times a day that I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking give up and like go do like a regular job. But then I see something like that and I'm like, you know what? Let's fucking go. So thank you. Like, from the bottom of my heart and soul, thank you for even thanks to all of you for 1, even being here, 2, for even writing in, 3, for saying the nicest, sweetest things like that. Okay. Love that you're time blocking. Time blocking is awesome. It's amazing. It's great. I will say time blocking does put pressure on you. If you're somebody who naturally gets overwhelmed by a busy schedule, time blocking is really great to make sure that you're getting everything done when you're getting it done. But sometimes it can feel like, now that you can visually see everything you have to do, it can make you feel overwhelming. So that might be contributing to it. So I'm not going to tell you to stop time blocking, but that is something that I had to overcome with time blocking, because that's something I realized that I was feeling. It was like, this is great because now everything I know that I have to do is not just in my head, it's literally mapped out. But then looking at it, it's like, ooh, I have a lot to get done in a day. I have a lot to get done in a week. I have to make sure that I'm sticking to these times or else I'm not going to get anything done. And it kind of like starts to fill you with that like overthinky, like anxious thought process. So that might be contributing to it. So if that is maybe something, just think about it, give it a ponder. And then the way that I got myself to stop doing that is to realize, like, I created this schedule in a way that I know it's going to work. And the best way I could think about it, like mentally for my sanity, was I basically was thinking about it like, you know, when you get into a new grade of school and you're given a new schedule, it's like, okay, this is your first period class, your second period class, third period, then you go to lunch, and then you do this, and then you're not stressed about if you're going to make it to all those classes, because the schedule's been handed to you and you just know the schedule's gonna work. So you just show up and go where you're supposed to go when you're supposed to go. And like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So I think just thinking of it that way kind of helped me out. Like, I was like, okay, like, I made this schedule. As long as I follow the schedule, as long as I'm where I need to be, when I need to be there, we're gonna be fine. I think a big thing that you can do is really, and I know this might feel like, no, I don't have enough time for that, but honestly, this is what's gonna get in there for you. Block out time for yourself. Even if it's just like during all my work days, because doing this type of job, it's easy, right? Like, it's not as demanding as clocking into a 9 to 5, having to commute, all this stuff, right? But it's a 24/7 job because it doesn't ever end. I don't clock out of this job, right? I'm always thinking about it. I'm always preparing for the next thing. You know what I'm saying? I schedule in 30-minute to hour-long lunch breaks in my days where I will turn off my phone, I will turn off my laptop, I will turn everything off so I cannot even touch them, think about them, try to plan a new content idea, try to edit something just because, well, I have free time, I might as well do it now. Nope, I turn everything off. I turn the TV on and I just like watch an episode of a show and I eat my lunch. And sometimes I'm like, wow, bummer that I can't like play a game on my phone right now, but like, I don't want to have that access to my phone because inevitably I will go like finalize an edit or like check my email or talk to my manager or like something. But like, I didn't used to do that. I just recently started doing that. I would like have the lunch breaks, but like I'd be like, well, I have this time right now, like I might as well get something done. Or I take that time and I get something else done for myself. So I like fold my laundry. So I'm like, okay, like, is that like a self-care thing? I guess you could argue, yes it is. But like, no, not necessarily, because it's a chore, but you're doing something for yourself. So now when you go to bed and I can be like, oh, I already put my laundry away. And it can just kind of calm you down. Or maybe once a week, schedule in just something like really nice for yourself. Like, take yourself to a coffee shop and get a coffee, or like schedule time with a friend that like a low maintenance friend, like not a friend that you have to like, you know, be super like, you know what I'm saying? But I think the burnout just like, also the thing with burnout too though, I think there's a realization that everybody kind of comes to. I feel like it's like an early, mid, late 20s realization. I think it's just a realization in your 20s once you're out of school. It doesn't ever stop. You don't have summer break anymore. You don't have spring break anymore. You're still in college. But like as an adult, as like a, you know, like you don't have a pause where you could just kind of stop thinking about it. It's constant. Like even with holidays. Like when we were in school, like Thanksgiving, for example, when we were in school, we had that half of, like from Wednesday till, you know, we had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. So we had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We had a 5-day break from school. As an adult, you get Thanksgiving off, you're clocking in that Friday. That's just how it works. Like, okay, like, no, you're an adult now. Like, life goes on and it doesn't stop, and you don't get summer break, you don't get spring break, you don't get Christmas break, you don't get breaks. And I feel like because when we're in school, it's like a natural, like, okay, yeah, we go to school and then we get a break, and then we go to school again, we get a break, and we get another break. And we're like, I think we're constantly waiting for that break and it never happens. And so that makes us feel like, oh my God, it never stops. But that's why it's so important. You have to put those breaks in for yourself. And that doesn't even mean you have to schedule a vacation and book a vacation, because the Lord knows, like, honestly, going on vacation sometimes is like, you come back more exhausted than if you would have just stayed home and couch rotted for 4 days in a row. But you have to like take the time and energy out of your day to pause and break. And like I said, it doesn't even have to be, but it can literally be like one of your days that you commute to college, you leave the house 30 minutes earlier. And I know that sounds like even more of a chore, but like you leave the house 30 minutes earlier so you could grab a coffee through the Dunkin' drive-thru and go sit in the parking lot drinking your coffee, listening to a podcast for 15 minutes before you have to go to class. And even just that little bit of just like, okay, I have nothing to do, and I have nothing to do, and I can prove I have nothing to do because I scheduled that in. I scheduled do nothing time. I think that's so important. Because it's like, as an adult, like even in school, like we had the weekends, that was when we saw our friends, we hung out, but even then it's like we still had sports, we still had to do homework over the weekend, but at least we knew like we didn't have to be at school. But now when you're an adult, well, yeah, I have the weekend, but I want to see my friends, I want to see my family, and I have to do laundry, and I have to clean the kitchen, I have to go grocery shopping, I have to meal prep. There's always shit to do. So it's so important that you schedule in time for yourself. Like this week, this is so out of the norm for me. I don't ever do stuff like this, but I was like, no, like I need a 2-hour period where I am completely like not thinking. I scheduled a facial and a massage for myself, which I never do. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, okay, like, and it feels weird. Like me going into it, I'm like, well, maybe I should cancel it. Like, I don't really need it. Like, it kind of feels like a waste of money. Nope, I'm doing it for myself. I am doing it for myself. I scheduled it in my calendar. Did it kind of stress me out because I'm like, well, I could get more done if I didn't have that, and now I have to make sure that I get everything done before I have to leave to go. But then I was like, no, because I scheduled it and it's gonna work out. As long as I follow the schedule, it's gonna work out because I literally scheduled it that way. So that is my advice for you. I think you just, because even if it's like friend time and family time, that's not you time. That's not you recharging with yourself. It's you sharing your energy with friends and family. It's you sharing your energy with your boyfriend. It's, you know what I mean? Like, you need a you time. And even if it's not like a 2-hour you time on a Sunday morning, if it's just 15 minutes on Monday and 30 minutes on Wednesday, you know what I mean? Okay, third and final Princess Diary entry of the episode says, I've recently become more aware of how much time I'm actually wasting. I have so many goals and aspirations, but if you were to look at my current screen time, you'd think I'm just romanticizing the concept and not actually putting in the work. I want to start studying topics that interest me. Studying for 6 years to have my current degrees, I know my brain enjoys learning. And I'm a firm believer, the day you stop learning is the day you no longer live on this earth. I'm currently brainstorming topics to study, and I'm not quite sure where to start. I love neuroscience, astrology. I want to dive more into spirituality and unleashing my inner feminine, education, psychology, but I know too many topics can be overwhelming and make me want to delay just starting. I'm a perfectionist at heart, but I need to stop allowing it to cock block me from just doing the thing. I like that you used that word, because like that's like using raw dogging. It's like, oh, like I'm just gonna go raw dog life. Like I love just like kind of like they're a little bit naughty, but it's funny. So I love that you said that. Well, you're aware you're a perfectionist, which yes, perfectionist and procrastinator are indeed interchangeable. Because you spent 6 years learning, you have degrees, you know that perfection is not real. You know that doesn't exist. Pick a topic, start a topic. Right now, I'm taking a financial literacy class. Do I want to be taking a million different things? Yes, I do. But I'm not done with the financial literacy class. Are there chapters in it that are really, really super boring to me and just like make me want to give up and like just quit? Yes. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing that right now. I'm taking French, Spanish, and a financial literacy course. Those are my things that I'm doing right now. You could like spend 15 minutes on Monday learning about astrology and 15 minutes on Tuesday learning about psychology and 15 minutes on Wednesday learning, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to necessarily pick one and go all in. Like, you can dabble. Like, you're not paying to learn about these. I mean, maybe in the sense of like getting some books or like taking a course on Skillshare or like something like that, but like there's no stakes. And maybe the fact that you like have degrees, like multiple degrees. Oh no, guys, the light died. All right, the rest of this episode is going to be kind of in the dark, sorry. If you're not watching this and you're streaming this, the light died, so it's not dark at all. It's just not as bright as it was before. Like, there's no stakes. Like, you're allowed to just learn things for your own pleasure. You don't even have to learn them in depth. You could just learn a little bit at a time. Literally, honestly, if I were you and I was like, I don't know where to start, download a trivia app. Like, you remember Trivia Crack? Was that what it was called? I think that's what it's called. Download a trivia app and just like play trivia games. And then like, if there's something that keeps piquing your interest like a lot, go down that course for a month. Give yourself 12 things that you want to learn, and 12 months. Don't wait till the new year to do this. Do not wait till the new year to do this, okay? We don't have to wait until January 1st to start the things we want to start, because that's not how life works, okay? You could pick 12 topics. Start October, okay? Or whenever you're watching this, start whenever. Pick 12 topics. Give yourself 30 days per topic. Okay? 30 days per topic. I learned this much. Now I'm going to move to the next topic. That's going to satisfy your, like, want to learn a lot. It's also going to satisfy your perfectionist tendencies to know, like, okay, I have 30 days to, like, really learn about this. And then I'm going to move on. And you're going to have to let yourself move on. You don't have to do anything. Like, if you really are into something, like, stay with it then. But I think that's a fun little way to be like, these are the 12 things that I'm gonna take my year to learn about. And yeah, like, just also acknowledge, like, yes, you're a perfectionist, you're a procrastinator. Like, all perfectionists know, like, it's never perfect. Nothing is ever perfect, because even when you get something perfect, you'll find a way to, well, I could still tweak that. Well, it's not exactly there yet. You know what I mean? Like, I used to do that. I used to do that so much, and I wouldn't even consider myself a perfectionist. I would consider myself a procrastinator, but, like, they literally are one and the same. When I decided to make the thumbnails for these episodes look like little newspaper things, I remember the first day I made it, I was like, I am so in love with this. Like, I love how it looks. Like, I think it's so fun. I think it's so unique. It's just cool, and it takes a lot of time out of my editing schedule. We're like, I don't need to, like, have these crazy thumbnails, right? But I wanted to have something that wasn't just a picture from the video. I was like, this is really fun. The text is the same in every single one. Literally, the only thing that changes is the headline and the episode number, if you've noticed. And I remember making it and being so proud, and, like, literally the lady that does my Botox, I, like, showed her because she loves hearing life updates about how social media stuff goes. I literally showed it to her, and she's like, oh my gosh, like, I love it. It's perfect. Like, all this. I was like, I'm so proud of it. I'm so happy about it. Literally a week later, I was like, no, it's not good. It's not good. I changed it so many times just for it to end up right back where I started. And I like where it started. And still, even every time I upload an episode, I'm like, I feel like I should maybe change this. I'm not gonna. Because I know what that is. It's not real. It's just procrastination. It's just, well, maybe if I get it just right, then it'll be so perfect that everything will work out. No, there's not one magic key. It is what it is. You know what I mean? The 12, like, pick all the topics you want to do and throw it in a hat and pick one out. Like, that's literally how easy it is. That's how simple it should be. Because there are no stakes for this. It's literally you just learning for your own enjoyment. There are no stakes. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're losing money because you spent money on a course that you're failing. It's not like there's a degree to get at the end of it. Like, there are no stakes. Just put all the topics that you want to do in a hat and pick one. And don't even, and if you think of a new topic while you're learning one topic, add that, write it down, and put it in the hat. You know what I mean? That's, like, how easy it should be. I feel like we overcomplicate things a lot, and we don't need to. Okay? Okay. So, with that being said, we are officially done. I guess we've concluded. We're officially concluding episode 41. Is this episode 41? Yes, this is episode 41 of the Pretty Princess Command Center. So on that note, I hope you have a Pretty Princess day.